We live in an age where the ground beneath our financial feet feels like it's constantly shifting. The old playbooks for saving, investing, and planning for the future are being rewritten in real time. Every dollar we earn and spend is now influenced by forces that were once distant or abstract. From the code being written in Silicon Valley to the economic policies debated halfway across the world, the impact on our personal wallets has never been more direct. It's a disorienting time, filled with both complex challenges and incredible opportunities. The question is no longer you will be affected by this new financial era, but you will prepare to navigate it successfully. So what's driving this seismic shift? It's a perfect storm of three powerful currents. First, there's unprecedented technological disruption. Artificial intelligence is no longer a futuristic concept, it's a functional tool rapidly integrating into personal finance. AI algorithms are predicting market trends, automating tax filings, and offering personalized budget advice. But with this power come profound questions about accuracy, data privacy, and the future of financial jobs. Second, we're all grappling with persistent economic uncertainty. The aftershocks of global events continue to ripple through our economy, creating inflationary pressures that erode our purchasing power. The cost of everything from groceries to housing has become a constant source of anxiety, forcing us to become smarter and more strategic with our money. And third, our very lifestyles are evolving. The explosion of remote work has created a maze of new tax complexities for digital nomads and remote employees. The rise of the gig economy means more of us are our own bosses but also our own accountants. And a growing consciousness around climate change is fueling a demand for green finance, pushing us to align our investments with our values. These forces are intertwined, creating a complex new reality. And we know this isn't just speculation. We can see it in the digital trail we all leave behind. Every day, millions of us turn to search engines with our most pressing financial questions. In 2025, this data paints a vivid picture of our collective financial psyche. People are searching, how can I budget with rising costs? Is it safe for AI to do my taxes? What are the tax rules for remote work? And how do I start sustainable investing? This data is the unfiltered voice of our shared concerns. It tells us exactly what's keeping people up at night, revealing the trends that matter most, not just to Wall Street analysts, but to real people trying to build a secure future for themselves and their families. That is precisely why I made this video. We're going to cut through the noise and bring you clarity. In the chapters ahead, I will break down the 7 most critical finance and tax trends that will define 2025. These aren't just my opinions. Each trend is backed by a synthesis of this raw search data, in-depth industry reports, and forward-looking predictions from seasoned experts. We'll go beyond the headlines to give you actionable insights and practical strategies. We'll explore how to leverage new technology without compromising your security, how to build an inflation-resistant financial plan, and how to navigate the complex tax implications of a modern career. My goal is to transform your uncertainty into confidence, giving you a clear roadmap to not only avoid the common pitfalls, but also to seize the unique opportunities this new landscape presents. If you're ready to get ahead of the curve and take control of your financial destiny, you're in the right place. The first major trend is AI and tax and finance automation. Searches for AI tax tools are surging. Platforms like TurboTax, QuickBooks, and even the IRS are experimenting with AI chatbots to answer taxpayer questions and flag fraud. For businesses and individuals, AI means faster bookkeeping, fewer errors, and more personalized tax strategies. If you're not using AI yet, 2025 might be the year to start. Second, inflation and cost of living searches remain sky high. Terms like, why are prices rising, and how to save money on groceries are breakout queries. People are hunting for practical ways to stretch their dollars. Energy costs, food prices, and housing remain top concerns. The trend here, people want not just financial advice, but everyday survival tips. Third, tax filing deadlines are one of the hottest annual topics. Every spring, Google Trends shows a spike in how to file a tax extension, when does tax season end, and where to mail a 1040 tax return. This tells us one thing: millions of taxpayers are procrastinators. The takeaway? Know your deadlines and use e-filing or tax apps to avoid last-minute stress and late penalties. Fourth, searches around green finance and sustainability are growing fast. People are asking about solar tax credits, electric vehicle rebates, and eco-friendly investing. Governments worldwide are offering tax breaks for clean energy. If you own a business, this trend could mean new incentives. If you're an individual, it might mean tax savings on your next big purchase. Fifth, remote work isn't going away, it's evolving. Google shows rising interest in remote work tax deductions and even digital nomad visas. As people live and work from anywhere, taxes get complicated. Some states want to tax you even if you're working remotely from another location. International digital nomads also need to check double tax treaties. This is a trend that will only grow. Sixth, small businesses and side hustles are booming. Breakout searches include LLC tax benefits and side hustle taxes. More people want to be their own boss, but that means handling self-employment tax, bookkeeping, and deductions, which can be complex. Tip: always separate your business and personal accounts and keep track of receipts. It makes tax season so much easier. Seventh, global finance is shifting. In 2025, BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are experimenting with alternative currencies and trade agreements. Google searches for BRICS dollar replacement and dollar dominance have spiked. While this might sound abstract, it impacts you. Currency shifts can change the cost of imports, inflation rates, and even investment opportunities. Staying aware is key. So what should you do with all this information? We've covered a lot of ground from artificial intelligence to global economics. But knowledge is only powerful when you put it into action. The good news is, you don't have to become a financial expert overnight. Building financial health is about creating a system of small, consistent, and intelligent habits. Let's break down the key trends we've discussed into a practical, actionable checklist you can start using today. Think of this as your personal roadmap to navigating the financial landscape of 2025 with confidence. First, embrace technology by exploring AI tools for taxes and bookkeeping. These platforms are no longer just for large corporations. For individuals and small businesses, they can be revolutionary, automating tedious tasks like expense tracking, receipt organization, and even identifying potential deductions you might have missed. When choosing a tool, prioritize data security. Look for features like two-factor authentication and clear privacy policies. Many top-tier applications offer free trials, so test a few out. See which interface feels most intuitive to you, but remember, AI is your co-pilot, not the pilot. Always review its suggestions and consult a human professional for complex financial situations. Second, stay relentlessly alert to deadlines. Missing a tax deadline can trigger a cascade of unnecessary penalties and interest charges that eat into your hard-earned money. Your first action item here is to open your calendar right now and mark all the key dates. The main filing deadline, and if you're self-employed, the quarterly estimated tax payment dates. Set multiple reminders. Filing early not only brings peace of mind but also gets your refund into your bank account faster. And if you need more time to get your paperwork in order, remember that filing an extension gives you more time to, not more time to. You must still estimate and pay your tax liability by the original deadline to avoid penalties. Third, actively fight back against inflation. To protect your spending power, you need a proactive budget. A simple but effective framework is the 50-30-20 rule. Allocate 50% of your after-tax income to needs, 30% to wants, and a crucial 20% to savings and debt repayment. Implement practical budgeting hacks, like conducting a quarterly subscription audit to eliminate services you no longer use. Automate your savings by setting up a recurring transfer to a high-yield savings account the day you get paid. This pay-yourself-first strategy ensures your savings goals are met before discretionary spending can derail them. Fourth, look into green tax credits, especially if you're planning major purchases. These government incentives can significantly lower the cost of big-ticket items. We're talking about credits for buying a new or even a used electric vehicle, or for making home energy improvements like installing solar panels, a modern heat pump, or energy-efficient windows. Before you buy, visit official sources like irs.gov or energystar.gov to check the latest list of qualifying purchases and eligibility requirements. And a critical pro tip, keep meticulous records. Create a dedicated folder for all receipts, contracts, and certification statements. You'll need them to claim the credit correctly at tax time. Finally, stay on top of your unique tax obligations and keep an eye on global finance. If you're a remote worker, understand the concept of tax nexus. Working in one state for a company in another can sometimes mean you owe taxes in both places. For side hustlers, the key is separation. Open a dedicated bank account for your business income and expenses. This makes tracking for deductions a breeze, and remember to pay your estimated taxes quarterly. You don't have to be a Wall Street trader to understand global finance. Simply follow major economic headlines. Understanding shifts in currency values or supply chains helps you grasp why prices are changing and how international events can directly impact your personal economy. Being informed is the ultimate financial power move. As we look toward the financial horizon of 2025, it's clear that the landscape of money is being fundamentally reshaped by technology, global shifts, and the everyday economic pressures we all face. We've journeyed through the 7 key trends that will define the year ahead, and understanding them is the first step toward navigating them successfully. We began with the rise of AI in tax automation, a powerful tool that promises unprecedented efficiency, but also demands our vigilance on accuracy and data security. We confronted the persistent challenge of inflation, exploring real-world strategies to protect your purchasing power. We demystified tax deadlines and extensions, highlighting how digital filing can be your best ally in avoiding costly penalties. Our look into green finance revealed how tax credits for sustainable choices are benefiting both the planet and your wallet. For the growing army of remote workers and digital nomads, we navigated the complex web of tax residency rules. We also shined a light on the entrepreneurial spirit, breaking down the essentials for small businesses and side hustles. And finally, we zoomed out to see how global currency shifts can impact everything from your vacation budget to your investment portfolio. Taken together, these trends paint a clear picture. The world of finance is not standing still. It's a dynamic, interconnected system. But understanding these shifts isn't about feeling overwhelmed. It's about empowerment. It's about moving from a reactive stance, where you're simply dealing with financial events as they happen, to a proactive one where you anticipate change and position yourself to benefit from it. The goal is to transform uncertainty into opportunity, giving you more control over your financial destiny, and that brings the conversation to you. We've covered a lot of ground, and I'm genuinely curious to hear how this lands in your world. Which of these do you think will affect you the most? Are you a small business owner grappling with new tax software? Perhaps you're trying to make your budget stretch further amidst inflation. Or maybe you're excited by the prospect of green energy tax credits. What's the one piece of advice from today's video that you plan to implement immediately? Your experiences are incredibly valuable, so please, share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's learn from each other. If you found this deep dive helpful, the best way to support the channel is by hitting that like button. It tells the algorithm this content is valuable and helps it reach more people. And if you want to continue this journey, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Each week we release new videos dedicated to demystifying finance and taxes, providing you with actionable insights to build a stronger financial foundation. Our mission is to equip you with the knowledge you need to navigate your financial life with confidence. And don't forget to share this video. Think of one person who is trying to make sense of their finances for the year ahead. Sending them this could be the spark they need. Thank you so much for investing your time with us today. Remember, financial literacy is not a destination, it's an ongoing practice. The financial world of 2025 may be complex, but it's not impenetrable. With the right knowledge and a proactive mindset, you are more than capable of navigating it successfully. Thanks for watching, and here's to making smarter financial decisions in 2025.